when I was in D.C., I worked in the Senate office buildings, and it was my first time in the big city, having grown up out in tobacco country. And every day at lunch, I'd go down to Union Station, that train station there in D.C., because they had a food court down there. I'd grab lunch. And after I'd been there a little while, I was going down to the train station one day, and this fella who was sitting on the steps with a styrofoam cup asked me if I could spare some change. And I remembered somebody told me that most folks who beg for money in the big city just want to use it to get drunk, and so I kept going. But when I got to the glass doors of Union Station, the voice of Jesus spoke to me in the King James Version that I had memorized. And I heard it say, "Inasmuch as ye did not do it unto the least of these, my brethren, ye did not do it unto me." And I knew I had to do something, because if my people taught me anything, they taught me that if Jesus said it, it matters. And so I turned around and I ran back to my dorm room. I had a dorm on Capitol Hill, and I ran up there, and I didn't know what to do, but I did the best thing I could. I got one of the Billy Graham tracts that my family had sent me to the big city with, and I wrapped a $20 bill around it, and I went back and I stuck it in that styrofoam cup, and I kept going. I didn't talk to the guy. But I sat down to eat lunch, and I couldn't get that guy out of my head. And I couldn't get it out of my head that in my race to get to the White House for Jesus, I had almost tripped on him outside Union Station. And it was the beginning of the end of my political career. Because I realized for the first time in my life that it's hard to be a Christian. It's hard to be a Christian. The stuff Jesus said ain't all that easy. And up until then, it had been pretty easy for me to make my faith work with all of my ambitions.